It's your boy eBay Fight Predictions in the building, and this is your UFC 269 full card predictions in the building. I've been forgetting to say this every motherfucking week in the beginning of my video, so today is the first day of its kind. Don't forget to follow me on my Twitter and my Instagram. I was gonna try to promote my social medias in the beginning of my video. Also subscribe, like, comment, share the video if you're new. But yeah, you know, I'm gonna try my best to do that as my introduction. I'm always forgetting how to do that, but because I love talking about these fights. But man, really good fights right here. Really cool card. And yeah, man, let's get to it. This is right before the Rob Font versus Aldo card, so you know, had to get this one out really quick on a Saturday. So yeah, you know, usually I get them done pretty early, like Thursday, Wednesday. But yeah. You know, I like getting it out early, but, you know, today I'm in a bit of a rush. I got like an hour before the card starts, so let's get to it. Let's talk about the curtain jerker of the night. Augusto Sakai versus Tai Tuivasa. Man, this fight was scheduled a few times. A really good fight. I think both these guys are ranked. I'm pretty sure. I'm not positive, but yeah, I mean, okay, Tai ain't ranked, but Augusto Sakai is number 11, so that's interesting. Yeah, I mean, Sakai comes with a record of 15-3-1. He's 30 years old. You know, height of 6'3" and reach 77. Tai 13-3. Is fighting out of Australia. Age 28. A height of 6'2" and reach 75. So interesting fight right here. I mean, Tai's on a 3-fight win streak. Augusto Sakai's on a 2-fight losing skid. Against, I forgot, he lost to Rosenstrike and Overeem, right? Yeah, he lost to those guys. Tai just beat Greg Hardy, knocked him out, Harry Hunsucker, and Stefan Struve. His last loss was to Sergey Spivak and Bligo Ivanov. So yeah, grapplers. I think this kind of goes into Tai Tuivasa's kind of ballpark. Sakai's not really a grappler. He's kind of like a stand-up fighter. Now, he will, you know, if you trip or anything, if you fall on the ground, like somehow your back touches the ground, he's going to get on top of you and he's going to put in work, right? Unless Tai, slips, throwing a leg kick, I think Tai would be in trouble. But he has been putting in work with AKA, and I've seen the improvements, and he's on a 3-fight win streak. Y'all know me. I literally hate Sakai. He is a deplorable cheater. I'll never forget what he did against Ivanov. And yeah, I honestly, you know, I wouldn't be too mad if he gets cut. So hopefully we quicken up that process and we have Tai Tuivasa go out there and starch this dude. I don't know if Tai can really knock him out. Sakai's pretty tough, but just seeing how Rosenstrike just touched him and he fell like a goddamn sack of potatoes, I think Tai can replicate the same thing. Tai has really good power, but he just doesn't have fight IQ. So it's kind of hard fight to really predict in terms of, you're basically picking either Sakai's, cheating abilities over, Tai's stupidity, or you could be picking Tai's power over Sakai's lack of durability, right? It's kind of like it goes like that. So I'm gonna stick with Tai. I'm assuming that he got smarter, and I think he gets him out of there. I do think he gets him out of there. I'm gonna be picking Tai. I'm gonna say second round TKO or second round KO. No real preference. I think he's gonna get him out of there. But yeah, so second round TKO. Just put that on my tapology. But yeah, let's talk about the next fight. Priscilla Cachoeira versus Jillian Robertson. Another whole MMA fight. How many female fights we got? 1, 2. Is that it? 3. Okay, three female fights. Hey, never know. COVID might save. All right, that's fucked. I don't mean that. Interesting female fight right here. Man, I don't think Jillian should be that big of a favorite over Cachoeira. Cachoeira showed really good takedown defense, sprawl and brawl mentality. Jillian has been a complete embarrassment, but Jillian has really good grappling, and she doesn't gas out. So it's kind of hard not to go with her. She's on a 2-fight skid, so she's going to be super, super motivated to go in there and get the W. She won a round against Miranda Maverick, so that's really, really good. I mean, Cachoeira, she showed really, really good knockout power. But let's not forget, this is the girl that became a punching bag against Valentina Shevchenko. She got tired. She got broken down. Obviously, it's Valentina, but let's not forget that, She probably, missing some brain cells, you know what I'm saying? So, I think Jillian's grappling is really, really good. It's just, she was a little unlucky in both her last fights because she just fought really, really good girls, so it's just the levels of competition. But she gave Maverick a run for her money, so I'll say that. But I'm going to take Jillian Robertson here by decision. She could get knocked out. Now, I don't think she should be this big of a favorite, but I'm just going... And she choked out Courtney Casey, so that's somewhat a decent win on her resume. But, yeah, I think this is a really, really big fight for her, so she needs to win. And, and it's like Priscilla Cachoeira shouldn't be losing to girls like Molly McCain or, nothing against Molly, but I'm just saying. Next fight, banger of a fight, Randy Costa versus Tony Kelly. This is going to be a really, really dope fight. We're going to see who's the better striker. I think these guys match up really well. You got a really fast finisher in Randy Costa, and you got a bit of a slow starter in Tony Kelly, but that, picks up the pace. He knows how to swim in deep waters. The guy's really, really good. But, his last loss was to my boy Kai Kamaka. Kai was able to outbox him for majority of the fight and just really, really put it on him. The Al-Qassi victory was really, really good. Al-Qassi was very, very hyped up going into the UFC, and I think he's doing pretty good outside the UFC again. But he might come back. But Tony was just, he had a lot of good, takedown defense, sprawl and brawl, sprawl and box, I like to call it sometimes, because it's a lot more technical than brawling. But he looked good. He looked good in there, but it was just a wrestler. Randy Costa, I picked him against Nunes. I thought he was going to expose Nunes, and I think he kind of did a little bit, but he got tired. I forgot the boxing coach's name he's been working with recently. That boxing coach works with, I think, Marlon Moraes, Miguel Beza, Gilbert Burns. I forgot that guy's name. He's on IG. If I ever find it, maybe I'll just put it on the screen right now. But really, really good boxing coach, and he did wonders with Randy Costa. Randy Costa looked fucking amazing in there. Randy Costa, one of the biggest things I criticized him before the Journey Newsman fight was his hands. His hands didn't look good. He was more of a kicker, and he looked amazing. And then his, going to Stanford MMA was probably one of the better things that he ever did. He's very, very talented, and I got a lot of high hopes on him. But in this matchup, he does have a 3-inch reach advantage over Tony Kelly. He is younger. In my humble opinion, he is with the better camp. I think Tony Kelly is a great coach. What he was doing for his girl, what's that girl's name? Let me look at the rankings to find her name. The one that just beat Calvillo. Andrea Lee, what he was doing for her was great, and I think he might have to stick to being a coach because I think Randy Costa is going to beat him. I don't know if Costa's going to knock him out. I don't think Kelly's ever been knocked out, but I think Costa's just going to outwork him. Now, I don't think Costa's been outside. He has a lot of knockouts. Yeah. Tony Kelly, man, fuck. I'm really thinking about going with Tony Kelly because it's just like, he's really durable. We haven't seen Costa go out he went to a decision with Davis, right? No, he got choked out. No, my bad. He got choked out. I'm going to take Randy Costa here. I'm going to say he goes to his first decision. I think it's his first decision ever. And I think he beats Tony Kelly. I think he'll make a run in the third round, but I don't know, man. I don't know. It might be too late. Sometimes I'm like, oh man, he's gonna get him, right? He's gonna expose him in the third round, right? Or he's gonna get him late in the deep waters, but they just never end up doing it. It ends up being too late. And yeah, I just don't think Tony Kelly can do it. I don't know. He could, don't get it twisted. He really could do it, but I think Costa. I got to go with Costa by decision. I don't think Costa's going to get him out of there, but I'm going to take Costa. by decision. Next fight, Ryan Hall versus Derek Minner. Two dummies going at it. I would say Ryan Hall is the bigger dummy out of the two, but I got a little personal gripe with Darren Elkins' son, Derek Minner. Not necessarily anything against Minner, but the amount of people I got so much shit for going with Elkins over this fucking cat. Like, it pissed me off. I'm like, what do you guys fucking see? The next Jesus Christ or something? Like, what the hell is going like homies were telling me, man, there's no way in hell Derek Minner could ever beat Darren Elkins. It's not impossible, blah, blah, blah. Like, whatever, or it's not possible. That's what I meant to say. But, it's just like, the boy quit. All right, let's get that straight. The boy quit in there. Darren Elkins put that grandpa strength on him and let him know, hey, buddy, it ain't your turn. But I like Derek Minner in this fight, though. He is not a complete fool. Elkins is one of the toughest dudes that was ever created by man. So there's no shame in losing to him. He out-toughs a lot of guys. But Ryan Hall lost to Elio Topuria. He got completely embarrassed in there. I think I predicted a first round. Was it a first round KO? I might have said second round, actually. I might have said second, but I knew this dude was going to get knocked the fuck out. He does have a win, sadly, over Darren Elkins, so Darren, he messed up that day. But Darren, I mean, it was just stylistically a bad matchup for him. I think Minner in this matchup, I don't think Minner's scared of this dude. I don't think Minner's going to play his game. I think Minner's going to kind of do what Ilia Topuria did. Not necessarily try to outstrike him, but don't give him no space. Try to let him do all that bullshit spinning heel kicks, all he wants, and pressure him, and then, get the offense he has to get. And he works with a really good team, Gloria MMA, so I trust those guys to, establish a good game plan for Ryan Hall. And, I mean, Hall is just... He's a fool, man. He's a fool, bro. I gotta go with Minner by decision. I think he's gonna outsmart this dude. And Ryan Hall has been out-grappled before, and has been controlled before. It happened at Tough. So it's not. I think it was at Maz Barnell. I think it was him, but the guy in Bellator, I think. But yeah, it's not impossible. He's not anything special. I'll never forget. They hyped him up as if he was a god amongst men. And he went out sad. Topuria did the people one of the biggest favors of all time. I'll just say it like that. Next fight, Alex Perez versus Matt Schnell. Easy money for Alex Perez. Matt Schnell has really good boxing, really good footwork. I actually like his combinations. He looked really, really good against Tyson Nam. But I don't know how that was a split decision. But yeah, he's going to get lit up by Perez. Perez is going to attack them legs. He's going to take him down. He's going to dominate. I got Perez by decision. I think maybe Perez might lose the first round because, Schnell's length. He does have a 5-inch reach advantage. So their jab is going to be there. But we saw what, what's his name, Rogero Bontero was able to. You put a little pressure on him. You put some real raw power on him, and you take him down. He's not as good as he is. He's really good on the ground now, but I mean, he's looked really, really good lately. I like his footwork and all that, but I think Perez's leg kicks and his wrestling is gonna get him the victory here. Gotta take Perez by decision. He might finish him too. You never know, but yeah, I'm taking Perez by decision. Next fight, Aaron Blanchfield versus Miranda Maverick. Simple fight right here. I gotta go with Maverick here. Maverick, I mean, she looked amazing against Macy Barber. I picked Macy, and I'm not blind. I know what I saw. Maverick won that fight. Probably one of the worst robberies I've seen in a minute, but I had money on Macy, so I wasn't too mad. So it is what it is. But I think Maverick is motivated. She's hungry to go get that victory. She's never lost in the UFC. Aaron Blanchfield was actually really, really good. She's a decent prospect coming up. A lot of people are excited for her. She has a cool little head kick knockout over, I think, Leonardo Santos. Or not Leonardo Santos. What's her name? Leonardo something. I forgot. But yeah, Victoria Leonardo. So she has that cool head kick over her. So she has some hype coming up. But I think Maverick's going to take her down, control her. Maverick's is just a lot better than her. I think Mavericks is really, really good. So I was always fading Miranda Maverick for a minute, but I'm actually she actually made me somewhat of a believer in her after the Macy Barber fight. I was like, wow, okay, this girl might be good. Next fight, Andre Muniz versus Eric Anders, man, really, really good fight. Yeah, this is a good fight. I mean, Muniz was supposed to fight what's his face, Dricus Duplessis. Now he has Eric Anders via fucking short notice. I mean, Eric is Eric's. I don't feel like good is a word to describe Eric. Eric is he's an interesting fighter. I'll say that. First time I really saw Eric fight was the Lyoto Machida fight. I thought he won it, but he might have had one of the worst performances I've ever seen against Lyoto Machida, and that's why I was okay with them giving Machida the victory over him. It was lit thing, and they put him in a main event again against Thiago Santos, but after that, thank God they stopped doing that bullshit with him. And I mean, the Thiago Santos fight was it was a good scrap. I give him that. He showed his toughness in there, and then he fucking damn near almost died. But it's kind of hard to go against Andre Muniz after what he did to Jacare. I think Muniz should be able to control him on the ground. He is a lot longer than him. He should be able to use his reach. If he needs to, make it a distance matchup. But I don't know if he can submit Eric Anders. Eric Anders has been working with Fight Ready. Those guys have phenomenal wrestling. So it's kind of hard to doubt him right here. But Eric looked really good against Darren Stewart. He was able to control Stewart. And even in the first fight, he almost finished Stewart. But, he does have that loss to Christoph Jocko. And he has that split decision win over Gerald, which a lot of people disagree with. But and his last KO was against Vinicius Moreira. But I gotta go with Muniz here, man. He just looks so good. I just don't know how Muniz gets it done. I don't know if he can sub him. So I'm gonna take Muniz by decision here, but just safe. But I wouldn't be surprised if Muniz gets him out of there quick, or maybe Muniz gets the upset loss. You never know. But yeah, I'm gonna take Andre Muniz here. Next fight, Bruno Silva versus Jordan Wright. Dude, I totally forgot he was on the card. I have picked against Bruno Silva for the last 2 times. I picked against him. I'm done doing that. For the love of God, I hope I'm not the reason he ends up losing. I mean, he's not good. He's not good. He was losing that fight against Andrew Sanchez, right? Is that his name? Andrew Sanchez. Yeah, and fucking Wellington Turman. These were, flukes of, they are just flukes. I'm sorry. But, you guys, if you guys been following me, you know how I feel about Jordan Wright. He is he is lucky to be in the UFC. I'll just say it at that. He got some weird energy about him. I don't like the way he talks and stuff like that. Just a lot of things I don't like about this dude. But yeah, I'm gonna take Bruno Silva by KO here. I think Bruno should knock this dude out. I think he'll put a lot of pressure on him. If Jordan Wright somehow, if he gets a victory, bro. I was disgusted with the Jamie Pickett. I was so disgusted with the Jamie Pickett fight. I wanted Pickett to be banned from MMA. I was so mad at him, bro. If Bruno Silva ends up losing this, he should get cut. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Someone has to stop Jordan Wright, bro. I'm tired of him. So I'm gonna take Silva by KO. Maybe I say the second. I'll say the second round. He gets him out of there. Next fight, Pedro Munhoz versus Dominick Cruz. I do have a breakdown on this. Y'all know me. Dominick is my boy. One of the few guys, him and Frankie, were the guys that really get me into MMA. And yeah, I got to go with Dominick. I go with the Dominator. I know a lot of people are talking about Pedro's jiu-jitsu game, his leg kicks, that da-da-da-da-da. He still got sunned by Frankie Edgar. Y'all can cry about that all you want. 4-1 Pedro in your dreams. The judges said it best. 48-47 Edgar. I think Dominick could do the exact same thing. I saw a lot of holes in Pedro's grappling, actually, and I think it's a little overrated. Everyone's talking about, like, oh, you can't take him down. You can't. He's gonna submit you. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I think Dominick can get quick takedowns on him. Now, Dominick doesn't have a lot of good control, but he can take you down, though, really, really quick. And hopefully, it depends on the judges. But if the judges give credit to the takedowns, then Dominick should win this fight. If Dominick can get a takedown at the end of each round, last 30 seconds, last 20 seconds, last 10 seconds, right? If he can get a takedown, and if he can use his footwork and movement to kind of mess with Pedro in the first few rounds, I think it's an easy 28-29. Yeah, maybe the dude might fucking come back and, Pedro might put a lot of pressure on him. But I think Dominick's going to kick Pedro out of bantamweight and send him to flyweight. So, yeah, I'm going to take Dominick Cruz by decision. And, yeah, go check out my breakdown on that. Next fight, Josh Emmett versus Dan Ige. I've been very, switchy. Swishy with this one. I've been kind of going back and forth. Sometimes I'm feeling Emmett, sometimes I'm feeling Dan Ige. Ige does have the reach advantage. He has been more active, but he did lose his last fight. I think I had it 4-1 zombie. He kind of got dominated. It's in the grappling, though. He won his last fight. He didn't win his last fight, but his most recent fight that he won, he looked really, really good in there. I guess a decent dude, Gavin Tucker. I put Gavin Tucker. He did beat Billy Quarantillo, so he's kind of like on that same level. Those almost like those guys that are almost breaching the rankings. And Gavin was on a pretty good win streak when he fought Ige. So yeah, you gotta give him that. Has that split decision victory over Edson Barboza, which a lot of people felt like he lost, and beat Mirsad Bektic. He's really, really tough. Emmett, his last 3 wins, Shane Burgos, Mirsad Bektic, and Michael Johnson. And his best probably win of all time was against Lamas. Knocked him out, viciously when Lamas was like top 3 in the world, I remember. The Johnson victory, he was getting dominated for the whole fight, and then, I wouldn't say dominant. He was losing the whole fight. Well, he was losing on points. I'll say that. He was losing on points. I know some of y'all might get mad. Like, Eve, we know you love Michael Johnson, but your boy getting knocked out. But, yeah. I thought he was losing that the first 2 rounds, and then he caught Michael. Mirsad Bektic, they both fought Mirsad. Emmett knocked him the F out with a jab. Ige went to a split decision with him, right? And his Shane Burgos victory. I'm a big fan of Burgos. So I kind of give Emmett a lot of credit for beating him, but I don't know. It's just hard. It's hard. I really don't know. I really can see that because Ige, I've been watching Ige strike a little bit, and it doesn't look that good. Like, I don't know, man. He looked a lot better before, but I don't even know what I'm trying to say. My point is, I've seen Ige boxing, and it just sometimes it looks good, and then other times I'm like, man, he can really get caught because he gets hit a lot because he goes forward and he gets hit, but he's super, super tough. So it's really hard to go with somebody right now. I'm gonna go Josh Emmett. I really wanted to go Dan Ige. I really did. But I got to take Emmett here. I know he's coming off that ACL injury. Oh, my God. Fuck it. I'm taking Dan Ige. No, fuck it. I'm taking Dan Ige. Fuck it. I'm taking Dan Ige. No. I'm taking Josh Emmett. No. Okay, that's it. I'm taking Josh Emmett. I'm going to take Josh Emmett. I'm going to say Josh Emmett drops him a lot and wins a decision. That's what I'm going to say. I'm going to say Josh Emmett drops him a lot and gets a decision victory. Oh, my God. Next fight, Sean O'Malley versus Paiva. Don't know how to say his first name, so I'm just going to call him. I got to take Paiva here, man, and I got a breakdown on this. I think, dude, I was actually really, really impressed with what Paiva was able to do against Kyler Phillips. Sean O'Malley has fought, literal bums. I mean, Thomas Almeida is like the most washed fighter of all time, bro. Like, I'm sorry, it's just a fact. Paiva is gonna have some issues with the reach, but if Paiva can get under those legs, and let's see what I mean, Sean's been working. He's been talking about his BJJ and his grappling, and I know he likes bragging about that quintet performance he had. Like, I submitted guys on quintet, man. I'm pretty good on the ground, man. You know, like, it's always saying that. So I'd like to see that, get tested. I think Paiva can test him a lot of good areas, and I think Paiva's even a good bet here, man. He's somewhat of a moderate dog, and he's super, super tough, and I think Kyler Phillips is better than O'Malley, and yeah, I'm taking Paiva here by decision. Paiva, people call Paiva a bum, but I think he's tough enough to. I don't think he's going to be doing anything, but I think he's tough enough to challenge O'Malley in a lot of areas. And he got hit a lot, though. That's the problem. He got hit so many damn times, but I think Paiva's toughness is going to save him here. And it looked like, I ain't gonna lie, it looked like O'Malley was fading when he was fighting Moutinho. So, like, yeah, it is what it is. Next fight, Kai France versus Cody Garbrandt. I do have a breakdown on this. I mean, I think it's simple. If you're picking Kai France, you're basically picking it because you don't trust Cody Garbrandt's weight cut. And if you're picking Cody, damn near you're just looking at resumes and you're trusting Cody to make the weight properly look good, but you're trusting the resume, looking at Cody like, okay, this guy's a completely better fighter than Kai France everywhere. He has a better resume. He's beaten better competition. He's fought for a belt. He's main evented pay-per-views. This is levels. There's levels to this. This is, this is a setup fight for Cody. This is what it is. All right. I really truly believe Cody wins this fight. He might be fighting for a belt. So, I mean, I'm gonna trust Cody to make the weight, but I mean, Kai Kara. I mean, I can't take him seriously, bro. If you're losing to Brandon Royval, I just can't take you seriously. I mean, nothing. I know there are guys that have lost to him, right? But Brandon Royval, y'all know me. I might despise. There's a few people I despise. He's one of them. But I gotta go with Kai here. I mean, not Kai. I'm sorry. I gotta go with Cody here. I don't know why I said that, but I gotta go with Cody here by second round TKO. Like the way he was getting dropped, I mean, by Royval. Now, Royval is a very, very weird fighter. I get it. Sometimes you can slip up, but just seeing the way how Pantoja was able to deal with Royval, you never know. Cody might come out there and just wrestle Kai. You never know. But I'm gonna take Kai. I keep on saying Kai. I'm gonna take Garbrandt by second round TKO. And go check out that breakdown I got on it. Another fight, I have a breakdown coming up. Geoff Neal, the prison junkie versus Santiago Ponzinibbio. I don't know if this fight's still happening, but I do have a breakdown on this. Geoff Neal is a complete dummy. Neil Magny took his soul, and Ponzinibbio is going to take his life. I was going to say his career, but he's going to take everything. We will not... I'm sorry. I love messing with Geoff Neal because it's like it pissed me off. Remember when Geoff Neal was so hyped up? Everyone was fucking dark horse, man. After the Mike Perry victory, it was really irritating hearing everyone and their mama say, "Man, Geoff Neal, bro, Geoff Neal." And I remember when he was scheduled to fight Neil Magny, and Magny was such a big dog. It was the first time they were scheduled to fight. This was before the motorcycle accident and before the Wonder Boy fight, if you remember. And they were scheduled to fight that day. And I was so excited for, fucking Magny to go out there and just whoop him because I knew Magny was going to go out there and expose that man. And obviously Magny didn't get the opportunity to fully expose him. But he fought Wonder Boy, and everyone picked Wonder Boy because it's Wonder Boy, right? And Wonder Boy had a really great performance. So they kind of didn't... I mean, no one shat on Geoff Neal, but when he fought Magny, I mean, everyone and their mama told me, man, Geoff Neal, he's gonna chop down those legs, Magny, he just lost to Chiesa, man. And he got completely exposed against Magny. And he looked really bad against Magny, man. He looked like he didn't want to get hit in there. He wanted to wrestle. He looked bad. But, I mean, I'm being honest, man. It looked like his soul got took. Like, he doesn't look like the same fighter anymore. But I mean, it might be the length. That's something I brought up in a breakdown, is the length of a lot of these guys he's lost to, like Kevin Holland, Neil Magny, Wonderboy. Maybe because they're so long and lanky, he doesn't know how to deal with those kind of fighters. And with Ponzinibbio, he does have a bit of a reach of it. Maybe he could do something there. And Ponzi's chin is super suspect. So, you know, and he's going to strike. It's not like Ponzi's going to wrestle. So, you know, but I think Ponzi's pace, his pressure, and I think just Geoff Neal, he got no soul, y'all. I think that man's just a walking hollow dead body, you know, ready to get put in a casket. You know, that's T Wood. Give me T Wood vibes on the low, Not just because he black, but something about the homeboy. It looked like a dead body walking. I gotta take Ponzinibbio by decision. Next fight, AmandaNunes versus the dead body, another dead body. Speaking of dead bodies, Julianna Peña. AmandaNunes should destroy this girl by fucking KO, or however she wants to kill her. I like Julianna Peña though. Don't get it twisted. I actually don't hate this girl. Y'all know me. I grew up with pro wrestling, so I appreciate someone that wants to sell the fight, wants to play the heel, right? Wants to be the bad guy. So she talked a lot of shit. She actually made this fight somewhat interesting, but this is the definition. If you know what pro wrestling is, if you follow the sport, well, you know, I'll call it a sport just but I know some people like my dad, like that's not a sport. but if you follow it, right, this is the definition of a squash match, and Nunes will destroy her. Nunes will eradicate her. Julianna Peña, I mean, she has a chance. I mean, obviously, the threat of the takedown, we saw what Nunes wasn't able to do against Kat Zongo, right? That's the, glimmer of hope for all the bantamweights. You look at that, you're like, okay, is that the blueprint? Is that the blueprint, God? You know what I'm saying? Like, is that how we beat her? And then they try it, and they get smoked. Felicia Spencer tried it, and 2 fights later, she's retired. You know what I'm saying? I like Nunes, man. I really do appreciate her. I mean, I know a lot of people don't like her because I guess, or they kind of done with her, but I appreciate her because she beat Cyborg, and, that's not right, what was going on with Cyborg, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? That ain't right. No dude dressing up like a girl should go out there beating up on females. That's just me. So Nunes, and Nunes, hey, don't get it twisted, she a stud. If you know what I'm saying, she a stud. So, right? That girl's a stud. But, yeah, she went out there, put on her girl boots, and did it for all the females that Cyborg viciously beat up as a man, and showed that man beat her a lesson. So, or that woman beat her. But but I do appreciate Cyborg for that. I keep on messing up the names, bro. I am losing my brain, y'all. I appreciate Nunes for that. But yeah, I think Nunes is gonna smoke this girl, man. The only girl I can see really challenging Nunes is the Mexican girl. I forgot her name, but she looked horrible against Holly Holm. What's her name? What that girl? Yeah, Irene Aldana. That's the only girl I can see giving Nunes some problems. But yeah, Amanda might submit her just to prove a point, But I think Nunes should get her out of there via KO. And in the main event, I do have a phenomenal breakdown on this, so go check that out. I won't go too heavy on it. Charles Oliveira, Bronx versus Dustin Poirier. I got Charles by 4th round sub. I'm gonna keep it at that. I'm taking Charles. Yeah, you got go check out my breakdown on that. I'm gonna just keep it that simple. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. That is it. I know that's pretty shady just to say I'm gonna, I'm taking Charles. I'm just taking Charles. I'm gonna leave it at that. But yeah, go check out the breakdown. That'll be coming out I think on Monday. Yeah, Monday. Like I said, it's not an eBay fight prediction video without an interruption. So yeah, sorry. But yeah, the breakdown video will be coming out on Monday. So go check that out for my full kind of reasoning on why I'm going with Charles Oliveira. But yeah, I'm taking Charles by 4th round submission in the main event. But yeah, that is what it is for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And again, go follow me on my Twitter. Go follow me on my Instagram. Love y'all and goodbye. If you're new, subscribe, like, comment, share the video. And yeah, I'm out of here. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna be. I'm gonna be streaming for this card, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to watch the Derek Lewis, Chris Dalkowski. I'm just saying that right now. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to watch that. Some situations with. I'm just saying. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to watch that. So, but I will be posting videos. I'll try to post something. But yeah, love y'all and goodbye. It's your boy eBay, and I'm out of here.